his expert usage of Squirtle. Squirtle being his favorite out of all the Pokemon trainers that he actually uses in the battlefield. And here we go. Squirtle coming out against the Bladed Beast here in Lucina and opening up Protobanham so quick. Catching him unawares with the down tilt and scooping him up with that grab just to get that combo to carry him all the way to the corner.
I mean, you were talking about the combo game that Tweek has with Squirtle. I'm not even surprised. Adding in all this pressure already so early in the game, keeping Proto off stage. Of course, something that Lucina does not struggle with is keeping you away from her, especially with that sword, spacing herself out, and also having an amazing ledge guarding game as well.
Oh yeah, even though Lucina, you know, is like type floaty whenever she jumps in the air, she has some impressive hitboxes under that forward air, the down tilt.
Oh, he doesn't have a jump, he doesn't have a jump!
He had to make sure to close that out because sometimes, there are a lot of times where I feel like Lucina won't make it back, and sometimes you just hear clip the edge and somehow grab it. So right there, Tweek just getting the job done there. He wants to finish his plate, you know?
Yeah, and Tweek is also such a smart player. That's why I feel like Pokemon Trainer fits his playstyle amazingly, just because you have to learn 3 different matchups on the fly, but the way that Tweek utilizes all the different Pokemon's tools is absolutely amazing. I feel like he does it the best from what I've seen, and the reason why I say this because as you saw right there for Proto's first stock, he uses Squirtle's gun to keep Proto away, force him to burn the jump, and then that's when you see the switch to Ivysaur, so that way he could finalize that stock.
Oh, Protobanham. Okay, that was a little bit of a scary situation there, but still managed to come back after that directional air dodge. A forward throw, yep, setting up for the ledge trap. He gets a stage spike, but on a beautiful tech right there.
That was in the middle of drinking water. I almost choked myself right there because that was an amazing reaction to the tech.
And look at how Tweek right now is getting way more comfortable with the down airs. This was one thing that I recognized when I was watching him play before at, what was it, CEO? Was it CEO where he was busting out the Pokemon trainer?
Oh, it was Lotier City.
Lotier City.
Yeah, Lotier City was when he was able to show everybody the actual new character that he was been practicing for quite some time now. That forward tilt, so strong coming from Charizard, saying see ya real quick as Proto's now on his last stock.
Nice on Proto getting that pressure off of him with that immediate invincible option of the Dolphin Slash right there. Trying to get back on stage right there is Tweek, and you notice how Protobanham has to recover straight to the edge because if he overshoots, goes for high recoveries, that could end up with him getting squirted on by Squirtle.
He went way too low. He was trying to edge guard him so hard. He had the right idea, but I felt like the moment that Tweek had switched to Ivysaur to make sure he gets back to stage safely, that's when Proto was throwing off his game just a little bit. He was like, oh, well, now this edge guard's not going to work. He fell a little too short below the ledge and was unable to make it back.
Well, that's a game 1 win right there for Tweek. Looking very comfortable, I have to say right here, Vicky Kitty. Seeing the way he was able to just like straight up run at Protobanham with little to no fear. You know, a lot of times people, whenever they're facing off against characters that have swords, they're a little afraid to have to run into these attacks, right? Afraid of a down tilt or maybe a jab or a fair, or even sometimes, you know, like the side B, just cutting them off. But Tweek, he knows when it's the right time to strike. This is why he's the #2 player in the world. This guy is so well practiced when it comes to Smash Bros. We've seen how impressive he was in Wii U, and right now in Ultimate, it's no different.
Absolutely. He's always been a really strong player, even since Smash 4. Shows how solid of fundamentals that he knows as a player. Of course, starting it up pretty strong with Squirtle again. Not surprised. This character does a really good job at racking up damage at low percents, just thanks to his amazing frame data.
Ooh, and gets the cross-up right there. You saw the whip grab from Protobanham. He's going to have to look out for that ambiguous nair approach, which can end up with him looking in the wrong direction and going for an out-of-shield option and getting caught unawares.
Well, tries to call it a jump with the up air right there. Proto knowing better, landing with the fair safely.
Okay, but right there, Tweek going for that double jump. Almost put him in a bad spot, but as you saw, there was a platform right nearby, and he was able to get the edge. Now, let's see, normal get up or roll. Ooh, he actually went for something that Tweek definitely did not see coming, which is just that waveland on stage. Yeah, not really used that much as an option.
Oh no, went too low again, but Tweek could switch real quick to Charizard to make it back, although Ivysaur couldn't. You know that Charizard could.
Yep, it's true, and it's funny because what?
That was the hardest down smash. He ran up and did it. He knew he was going to land on it.
I did not even see that coming, but here it is. Wait, I never saw that one before. He goes for the immediate back throw to the up smash. That's probably the first time I've seen that, but there are probably other PT mains that are like, D1, that's guaranteed, don't worry. Or maybe
early percent.
Right? Who knows?
Jab one to grab right here.
Okay. Squirtle's going for that charge. Okay, saving the water gun and trying to get that spike, but a little bit too late. Protobanham, it's time to get that pressure. Capitalizing on Ivysaur's landing options, and we see a quick change.
And I like the choice of changing Charizard right there, just so that way he could get below Proto and get back to the stage safely. Now with the Charizard coming out, this is Intimidation on its own. Of course, the actual Pokemon is actually faster than the other Pokemon to deal with, funny enough, despite his large size.
Oh, it's so true. Here it is, moving back and forth, catches the roll, but does not get the strong knockback that he wants from the F-tilt. Regardless, though, we have a knockdown, and he's stuck in the corner. Tried to roll forward, but so big. Managed to still get caught by that forward smash. Protobanham working on a game to win to tie it up here versus Tweek.
You see Tweek slowing it down just a little bit, using the Razor Leaf to add in that extra pressure. Like he's drifting back, forcing Proto to either jump for an approach, but goes for the mix-up on the up air right there as he lands on his shield.
And it was interesting seeing him go for that roll too, just around the same time as Protobanham. You see these Razor Leafs, they could actually confirm into an up air KO, but it looks like Tweek doesn't want to stick to the Ivysaur anymore. And going right back to the Charizard, let's see, seismic toss.
Not gonna do it. If that was on a platform though, that definitely would have helped elevate that talk. Oh, but the fair coming through, the claws are going to close it out nonetheless.
Yep, and now let's see what he's going to go for, a down air or a grab. Protobanham now using the down tilts to discourage the run-up grabs. And because of that, you see Tweek trying to do air-to-airs here with Lucina. So much damage right now on Tweek, though, 86%. It's my ear.
And this is the part where he has to find a way to land, switching to Ivysaur this time around, similar to what we saw when he did when he switched to Charizard to get back. Whenever Proto keeps him up in the air, that's when you see Tweek go for the Pokemon switch.
Oh, and it looks like Tweek having a bit of a tough time trying to engage with this Lucina back throw. Yep, Ledge Trap City. And now he goes for the immediate switch. Gets some invincibility with that as well. 145 on Charizard.
Well, that was a very scary situation, but finding his way behind Proto, that trade, not going to be so much in his favor.
This can actually work out in Tweek's favor. Having Charizard with this rage, this back air, you don't want to get caught by that move. Okay, 168.
Oh, he landed right there.
And is he going to let it rip? Okay, still high percents here. Charizard quite heavy. Oh,
rolling right behind him, sneaking through with the back air. Proto is now 1-1 against Tweek.
Uh-oh, and that back air, it's so fast and yet so strong as well. Great range, vertically and even horizontally. You have to watch out for that. That was a really good call out right there by Protobanham. He wanted to make sure that since, you know, Tweek rolled right behind him, he's going to have to go for a really quick option out of shield behind him. And the back air was, it definitely was the name of the game. And now we're going to see what's going to happen here in a Game 3 scenario.
I really like the choice from Proto's decision of going to that stage, just because, of course, there's less platforms that have to mix up your landing, and that's exactly what was the situation for Tweek there. That's why you saw him forcibly having to switch amongst the different Pokemon so that way he could find his way back down below Proto.
Yes.
The moment that he switched to Charizard, he didn't want to switch to Squirtle because, you know, you sneeze on Squirtle and he just blows up, and then the switch to Ivysaur would have taken a little bit longer at that point, but I feel like the staying on Charizard was definitely the move, but it just wasn't enough for him to be able to take that set with a 2-0, and Proto's still in the game here.
Okay, here we go. Protobanham just making sure to keep that zoning up, but now Tweek looks like he's trying to play two, as in reacting to what Protobanham puts out and then going in. Nice overshoot right there, and this gives Tweek a lot of stage. Ivysaur setting up. A little bit too late there to get that down air.
Yeah, that down air is so big, especially since we're not playing on the most recently patched system here. The spot dodge into the up air, you see that?
Yep, and we're back to the Squirtle yet again to build up that damage. Quite nimble character too, but again, the stubby hitboxes that this character has can make it difficult to get inside, which is why you sometimes see Tweek, when he goes for that Charizard, there are times where he's able to actually do pretty well.
Yeah, he's basically boxing through with the, without having to deal with the sword issue that he has with Squirtle. You know, you got to use your stubs, getting that back throw nonetheless, still sticking to Squirtle despite being at 109. And as I just said, that the switch to Ivysaur comes out. Yeah,
and that, oh my God, Protobanham is so smart for swinging that, because we would have seen another nair from Tweek, which would have probably dragged out Protobanham. And he did not want to get dragged all the way down deep off stage, not against this character.
Oh, the stall with the side B into the air. That was really smart from Proto. That was just for him to space it out himself. Oh, but the up throw not going to do it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Vicky, Protobanham needs to watch out with these forward smashes. He's not catching the landings every time he's trying to go for it. And because of that, that may allow Tweek to just be able to land freely because of Protobanham trying to go for these forward smashes. Yeah, the neutral air, very good spacing tool, taking away the first stop.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I mean, he's trying to catch a landing with the forward smash. Of course, you could get a little angsty whenever your opponent lives at a pretty high percent, but he's doing such a good job in Tweek switching to get back into the stage safely and avoiding that fair that Proto was trying to go for off stage.
Uh-oh, right now. Okay, great call out right there by Tweek. Such great range, too. Just catching Protobanham unawares. And now we're back to the Squirtle. He can be able to rack up a lot of quick damage if he can just get that opening and there's the down tilt.
Yeah, sneaking its way underneath Lucina, actually getting the down tilt just to start that up, but Proto finding himself back on the platform at least.
Okay, catches Protobanham, just dropping shield in the nick of time. And now because of this, Tweek already tying up the stocks.
Oh, I love the way the empty hop to dash back just to see what Proto was going to do to answer.
Okay, we see the pokes again. Just dashing in a little bit too far to get that opening, but he actually went for the roll just to find a way inside to cross up the opponent.
Oh wow, Tweek actually predicting a tech roll in right there. You saw him trying to read with the forward smash, but Proto saying, no way, I'm going to be tech rolling out of this situation.
Okay, nice by Proto, making sure to tech in place. Ivysaur not being the fastest character, if you tech in place after that knockdown, he won't be able to get there in time.
Oh, nearly avoiding that fair off stage. That would have been a bad situation for Tweek and potentially his stock. He knows way better and decides to go for the high recovery. I love the way he's playing, slowing down immediately, actually. Compared to what we saw from that game one, he's playing a lot more respectfully.
Nice by Tweek, recognizing that him trying to go for the platforms to sneak in a down air to up air confirm wasn't working on Protobanham, so he switched up the game plan, went to the Charizard and back to Squirtle, actually. Let's see.
The Patience gets the roll down behind him into the grab.
Okay, I see what he's going for here, and now it's so cool to just see him expertly switching through the Pokemon depending on the position of the stage that the opponent's in.
He went too low to avoid that counter too.
I am scared, Vicky.
I am
happening.
terrified. Is this going to be it? Are we going to see another one of our top players, top 3 of our PGRs, find themselves in loser's bracket?
Let's see. Looking for the opening, but Protobanham says, I have the lead. I will wait. And he's not falling prey to any razor leaves. No down airs. Oh, but the up air, massive hitbox. And now we're tied up again. Back to the Squirtle we go.
Ooh, spot dodge. Saw Proto was trying to go for that grab, but he faces the other way.
Okay, yes, that was a very good call out by Protobanham. He doesn't want to get down tilted, so he's down tilting himself. There's the opening. The eyes out and answers with a fair of his own, though. Trying to make sure he can maintain this lead with a percentage differential between both of these players.
He sees that Tweek was trying to go for these down tilts, so he's just trying to contest it by not trying to jump and use fair instead. Oh,
down there, set up, Vicky.
Oh my gosh, but the Nair clips him. He still manages to get back into the stage safely. Now Tweek is at disadvantage.
Oh, but the switch got the invincibility. Charizard back on the ground.
No, not anymore, because now we got Squirtle instead here, trying to rack up this percent. Nonetheless, he knows he has nothing to worry about at this percent.
And you see why Tweek is moving around, right? Because he took a couple hits to his shield, and Protobanham wants to end this with a shield breaker after inflicting that damage. Down throw, let's see what you got. He DIs out. Oh man, good air dodge as well by Protobanham. Tweek has to get back on stage.
Well, uses the slide with the forward tilt right there.
Okay, you saw him with that down smash. There's barely any lag after that, so he sometimes uses that as a
Oh, the Vine Whip!
Tweek gets the Vine Whip sweet spot, but doesn't KO the opponent. Look what he goes for. Doesn't get the down air.
He's still alive here. That was amazing DI on Proto's part. We're going to see a back throw sending Tweek off stage.
Okay, we're switching to the Charizard. It's time. He wants the survivability and the KO options.
Oh, this is a very similar situation to what we saw in this game too.
Yes, he tried to down tilt him in the corner. Tweek trying his best to see if he can get a landing.